Good morning. Hi, how are you? I think I'm gonna challenge myself and try and use more teal today because I'm really not a big fan of the color teal. I think it'll be a good challenge. Oh, Andy, hey. Oh, Pierce, welcome back, girl. Did you move? Teal is 1950s. Is that why I don't like it? uh, Pierce, I'm so glad you're here. I didn't know, since you weren't here on Monday, if you would know that I was going to be on today. I'm going to start with this grass. You guys know this will take the longest amount of my attention. I figured I'll get it done before we get too busy. Happy New Year, Pierce. I've seen Andy, but I have not seen you yet. And Andy, how was everyone's week? Watch the last 5 minutes of the stream to see if I said something. You're so kind. That's so kind. I know I should probably like announce it or anything or something, but every time I've done that in the past, I just don't have enough. There's not enough of us yet to like super warrant it. I'll end up like posting and no one says anything or sees it. So I was like, I'll just, we're gonna just go with it. I don't know if it's always going to be Fridays now. I think I'm kind of experimenting for the month. I did Monday and Friday. I know for the month of January I want to do Fridays. I just don't know if the second day is going to be Monday or Wednesday, if I shouldn't do a second day, if I should only do one day. That is the stuff I'm kind of stuck on. If you have any opinions, I'm all ears. Because I'm not really sure myself yet. I was hoping to know. I mean, by the end of the live, I need to know if I'm going to be back on Monday or not. At this present moment, I'm assuming yes. But, I don't know, I'm just kind of feeling things out. Wait, sorry, did you move? Oh no, next week. Okay. That's exciting. I know it's stressful. I hope that packing and stuff has gotten a little better. Hardest part is these big swaths. And you know what's honestly so funny? I've said this before. This marker that I'm using right now is kind of like a mid-range brand. It's not like top of the end or anything like that. But this brand is, I think, better than my other set, this like smaller set that came with these that I got for Christmas. Monty got me for Christmas. Those are supposed to be like second to basically Copic, and they're more expensive, and I don't like them nearly as much. It's always nice when that happens. Oh, hi, Abigail. Or no, who's that? Oh, Delgado. Hi, Al Delgado. Hi, Al. How are you? Sorry, I can't. I'm trying to get the grass done so I can pay more attention to you guys. How does everyone feel on a Friday? I haven't seen you guys on a Friday in a while. I think I'm really just kind of biding time until I can get back outside. I love doing this in general. I love having a creative morning, and I like chatting with you guys. It always ends up being like, no matter how I start when I come into this live, I always walk away fulfilled, if that makes sense. Like satisfied, satiated is the word I want to use. But there was something about doing it outside in the mornings that just like really makes it special. And I can't wait to go back outside. All right, first slow down. Oh, hey everybody. There's a couple people in there. Looks great with oranges. Yeah, teal and orange can definitely work together. You're right. I do like those kind of, ironic that I'm wearing neon orange, but maybe I'll do a pop of orange in there. Hey, Toys Review. How are you? Thanks for the like that I don't really have, or whatever. Thank you. So coloring in so cute, but I have a different coloring ends, but it's kind of the same. Oh, neat. HB, good morning, friend. How are you? Because I have Cozy Cheeky, Cozy Eras, Cozy Japan, Cozy Corner, Cozy Nature. Got it. This isn't even my book. This is my girlfriend's book. I'm just coloring a page out of it. Oh, cool. Here it is 7:40. Not to speak for Pierced HB, but she said that she is moving next week. That was my first question for her, too. Okay, I'm going to do the bushes. I'm going to do all the grassy, planty color things in this color, and we're going to just do shades or layers to create dimension. I tried to fix the lighting a little bit to get the colors more true to you guys, and I don't know if it's working, but I did order a new proper photography light that will hopefully, I'm not even worried about the picture as much as I am about the light that's on me, but I'm hoping to like slowly improve things for you guys. And then once we go outside, I'm gonna have to rethink all of it. My internet's not as great out back, and at least last spring and summer when I was out there, I didn't have the bandwidth to do dual cameras. So that's the other thing I'm gonna have to figure out. See if it's possible for me to do while I'm still outside. I'm so happy for you. I mean, moving is a big deal, even if it's like, so the last several apartments I've lived in have all been within like a mile or two of each other, so I haven't moved far in a long time. But even a little move, especially at the beginning of the year, I know it's so much work, and I'm sure there's stress, and there's definitely money involved. Like, moving always comes with extra expenses somehow. But there's something, at least to me, that I find so refreshing about a fresh start. And I know I've said this ad nauseum at this point, and I'm not into New Year's resolutions, but I am into that momentum and that movement and that excitement of refresh, of renew, of, I don't know, I do. I love a new year. I really do. Oh, I did not realize you were contending with weather. I'm so sorry. That is a little stressful. Is it a far drive for the track. Okay, so you said next Saturday. So we're gonna be on the lookout for you, and we're gonna send you all the good energy and support that we can, or at least I will, just to make it as smooth as possible. Hopefully there's no ice. Moving goes well. How kind of your father to help you. I'll send you all my juice. There's a guy I follow on YouTube. I don't remember what he's called, but he does like the 2-color challenge all the time, where he'll color an entire page using just 2 colors, and it's so cool. He's so talented, and I have saved so many of his things as inspiration, and I just have not had the vision or the balls to try it. But I want to. Oh, HB, you told me about another YouTube channel. You called it Kyle Moo, I believe. I looked her up and I couldn't find her. All I kept finding was Kyle Mooney from SNL. Let me get the record. I don't know why that's all I got, but that's all that kept coming up. Do I decide randomly to color a page, or is it one that you want to color? Usually it's random. The last couple lives, I've decided the night before what I wanted to do. So I had this page picked out last night. But there have been plenty of lives where I have actually been sitting here on live being like, you guys, which picture? So this one I pre-decided. I like this darker green, but I feel like it's really close to the other one. You did, HB. Oh, okay. I'll look. I spelled all of that wrong. Okay, I will look them up, HB. If you want to email me about whoever you talk to, I don't know if I know them. And I don't know if you should say names. But feel free to email me if you want to. Okay. Let's see, where were we? Greens and teals, greens and teals, greens and teals. We have sky and water, mountains. We've got a brown box and a brown tree. So what green can represent a brown? No, I don't know that name. Ooh, pierced. BU35, close to teal but still green. Are you looking on here? If you're trying to read my handwriting, good luck. There's 635. Is that what you were thinking of? There's this light aqua green that I'm going to use somewhere. 353. I'm going to use that one in the sky real quick. Okay. This one, B635. Okay, I'm going to come back to that. Are there any NFL football teams that I would root for the upcoming playoffs weekend? The only thing on my mind about football right now, I believe... Oh no, is this one out? We're here now. I can't undo it. Hold on. a mistake was made, and now I have to focus. IU football, does that count? I am not, that's not NFL. I'm so sorry, I've not been paying a lot of attention to NFL. If you can tell me who's playing, I can tell you who I like. I have team preferences, mostly based off of uniform colors and location. But oh, I'm so sad that I grabbed this marker. I know I can do the alcohol trick. It's not sitting next to me. It's too late now. I opened these markers on Christmas. This should not be happening. I'm sure I have not used this marker that much. All right. Not that any of you are coloring with me, but just in case. If this happens to you, the only thing you can do is not panic and go slow, unfortunately, which is like not what I want to do. You have to go slow to give the ink time to flow to the nib, and you probably have to do a couple passes over like a section. I know I'm not going to get a second layer out of this color, so I'm really trying to, like here I've got a little light patch. I don't think you can even see that. I don't want to streak, but hopefully it'll dry flat. Man, I'm kind of gravelly this morning. It's funny, once a marker dries out, it starts getting really loud also. Volunteer, go Hoosiers. Oh, Bears, Packers. Oof. Neither. I'm not really a Bears, Packers person. I guess Bears. I like Chicago. Oh, Pierce, that's lovely. Hey, Jamie. Good morning. Dogs are God's gift. There shall not be found among you anyone that makes a sound. Are you, is this, or are you, is this, what are you talking about? Okay, I don't know what you're talking, oh, you're just giving me Bible verses? Thank you. I like your username. Thanks, HB. Yeah, I like and sub. All right, I know I can't use this color in just one spot, so I'm going to use it for these flowers because they're small, and I feel like I can get away with that. So excited that I finally started making progress on my next deep dive. That one really stumped me for a while, and I really wanted to film today, but I'm not done with that script. I had some client work come up, which is great, but it had to take priority. So hopefully the next one will be out next week. Oh, is this all you do, dogs? I'm sorry, I can't have you just spamming the chat with Bible verses. Oh, Tara. Hey, girl. How are you? Good morning. Okay. Let's see. All right. Pierce picked out a blue here. Yeah, I think it's a good call. Maybe. I have to go through and re-swatch what I have left, because I'm constantly grabbing markers just to find out that they're dead. Okay, this is going to be our tree in our cardboard box. Man, put that user in timeout and everybody went away. It's okay. I did actually, this is kind of neat. I forgot. I have another art activity that I thought about starting to do in the mornings. I wasn't ready this week to like switch gears, but I thought, since someone asked about buying these prints, which I just think is so ridiculously kind, but I would feel so silly if someone bought one of these. I just don't, it's just a coloring page. But this other craft people might actually be interested in, it's foam air dry clay. I got it for Christmas as an activity for my family to do because my stepsister is autistic, and it was going to be something that she could participate in. And I made some of these cute little figures. I should have brought them out here. I'll grab them in a minute. I'll grab them on the coffee break. But we made these cute little figures, and I thought it would be fun to make them on here, and you guys can help me like pick colors and decide what I'm making, and I'll show you what I mean. And you can do all sorts of things with them. Like you can put them onto magnets or keychains or whatever. Right now I just have like these little figures. I made a couple monsters. I made a really cute flower pot, but I gave it to my dad. Oh, and I made a pig, and I gave that to my dad too. But I still have the monsters. It looks so dark on the screen, but it really, I mean, it's dark, but it's not that dark. And of course it'll dry much lighter. All right, we're getting somewhere. Art gallery openings, oh my gosh. Oh, hey, Jamie, I'm doing all teals. I wouldn't say Pantone wasn't the word I was thinking, but tonal, yes. Yeah, the goal is to try and use all teals and greens today, because it's not a color I'm very fond of, so it's a good challenge. Do I go to art gallery openings? Yes, I do. I love art galleries. I love art. I have, I'm very lucky to have some friends that are amazing artists that have gallery openings at times. My former neighbor that used to live above me, she is German, and she moved back to Germany, and she's an incredible artist, and she has done a bunch of galleries and stuff. Actually, these plants, these monsteras, started from her, and this aloe was hers. She gave me a whole bunch of her plants because she couldn't take them back to Germany with her. So, but anyways, she is an incredible artist, and I was so grateful to have her as such a close neighbor. And I don't know, I have a friend that's getting ready for an art gallery opening, but it's in Mexico, in Mexico City. Will not be going. It's not on my abilities list at the moment, but how cool. Do I have a favorite type of art? No, I really don't. I have preferences. Like, I have things that I like more than others, but I love art. I love creating. It would be easier for me to have a list of things I don't like than things I do, because I like so much. And the things that I don't like are just, there's fewer of them, so it'd be like a shorter list, if you will. But like, for when in terms of like broad stroke art as like a total, I am not one for musicals, for instance. I'm not a musical person. I love music, but I'm not a musical theater person. That's just like one example. I love and appreciate ballet, but I don't care to watch ballet per se. The talent is insane but it's not something I actively like seek out. Whereas, I don't know, I love painting, I love street art, I do love dance in general. I love music in general. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of an open one. Oh, color swatches. I see, Jamie. No, I wish that they were Pantone too. No, these are swatches of my markers because the caps never reflect what the color actually looks like. For instance, I wish I had one really handy, but it's kind of shocking how far off the cap colors will be from the actual marker, so you have to swatch them first. Have to. Ooh, here's a color called Lake Green, but it looks really close to the grass, so that's not gonna work. I mean, I suppose I could do blue, like teal and blues. That would be pretty, huh? These are not teals. Opera and country and western. Yeah, I like old school country. Like I like Willie Nelson, for instance. I love Willie Nelson. I love Dolly Parton, but in general, I do not like country either. Not crazy about opera. Oh yeah, I love Bob Ross. Bob Ross is great. Have you ever taken one of those painting classes? I highly recommend them. They're often called like drink and draws. You don't have to drink, but they're like those things where you can BYOB and you go with your friends, and there's someone who actually like shows you kind of like Bob Ross does and says, here's what we're going to do next. It's actually a lot of fun. It was I really like that. Operas, yeah. Yeah, for me, it's musicals for sure. That's one of my things that I'm just like, "Ugh, I'm okay. I don't need that. What else? All right, this blues, she's struggling, but we're gonna use her because I like it. Wait, is this side of the record done already? Man, it's a short one. All right, hold on. I'm gonna toss my coffee in the microwave because I've not been drinking it. Mm. Al, what is your favorite? You asked the question. I want to know yours. I will show you guys the vinyl when I flip it next. It's really pretty. I don't know if I've played this one on live before, but it's clear with kind of like pinkish red swirled tie-dyes going through it. How do I like theater? I don't mind theater. I don't mind theater. Funny enough, I would rather be in a play than watch a play. I love acting. When I was little, I wanted to be an actress. And there is lore behind all of that, but I wanted to be an actress. I loved acting. I loved performing, and I loved doing plays, but I don't like watching them as much as I like being in them, and I'm not even in them anymore. So I don't know. Is that an answer? Okay, I'm back. Okay, so you like the live. Influencer is her passion now. Whose passion? You better not be talking about me, HB. You better not be talking about me. Influencer and content creator are two different things. Pierce, I kind of thought you did based on your Instagram, which is so lovely. I love the second to the last piece that you did. I think it was it for a breast cancer related piece? I can't remember. Too screechy. Wait, where did Al go after asking that question? He vanished. I think I actually, I mean, I do love painting, like all styles. I love abstract painting, but I also love, there's so many talented, more like realistic style painters that are incredible. I do love going to art museums. There's an art museum here that's really great, and every time I go, I get tired before I can get through the whole thing because it's just, I take in so much of it and I love it so much that I probably linger and make my day much longer than it needs to be. And so I can never get through the entire museum in like a single go. But then whenever I go back, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go hit the exhibits I didn't see last time. Man, this marker's done too. Hit the exhibits I didn't see last time. I always end up going back to like either an exhibit that's a favorite that I want to see again, or there's a new exhibit that I want to see. Like, I'm like a kid in a candy store when it comes to an art museum. But I'm not well versed, right? Like, I don't know a ton of artists' names. I don't know anything about techniques. Man, I'm really sad this marker's done. Wait, you paint for a living? Oh, okay, so I used to be in the music industry, not as a musician, but woof. I had years of recovery before I could even like music again. That industry spit me out. But Jamie, you paint silicone art for a living. Wait, okay. I have so many questions. Oh no, I don't know how to pronounce your name, Snitch. This is so that I'm less awkward and I'm not just sitting here staring at you. This is just for me. This is something for you to look at other than my face. It's okay if it's not for you. Jamie, all right, hold on. Silicone art. Can you tell me more? What does that mean? So are you a professional artist or... I have so many questions. This for me is just fun. It gives me something to keep my hands busy, making me hopefully a little less awkward on camera. It always amuses me when people come on here and they're like, oh, another wannabe artist. And it's like, no, man. First off, you don't have to be like thinking you're the best at something to do it. People get so afraid to be seen messing up or to be seen trying. I do it too. That it can be really hard unless you're really detached from it. Like, my self-worth isn't wrapped up in my creativity of art because I know that I'm not a good artist. I just do it because I enjoy the process of it. But I always get so surprised when people come in with like something to say negative. It's happened so many times, it's wild. I'm just doing it because I like doing it. It gives me something to do when I'm sitting here. No, not an influencer. Oh, HB, I'm giving you crap, but no, not an influencer. An influencer is someone who makes content around themselves being the subject, right? So like their lifestyle. This is the makeup I use. This is the place I go. This is the clothes I wear. Shop it to know it. Like, be like me, where the personality is the sell. Content creators are other folks, usually more people on YouTube as opposed to things like TikTok or Instagram, where they're creating content about other subjects that are not about themselves. Does that make sense? So influencer is more self-centric, not self-centered. It's each their own. It's not that. But it's more focused on the self as a personality. And content creation is focused on content as an external, like, I talk about podcasts, I talk about ESP, I talk about conspiracies, right? So like that's the topic. I'm not the topic. Does that make sense? Oh no, I didn't draw. And no, I do not get any cash out of it. I make no money on this. I would love to make money on this. That's why I'm here. But no, I think I make 9 cents a day. You did answer my question. Thank you, Jamie. I missed it. Oh, prosthetics for amputees is how you started. Life to skin match. Wow, incredible. Okay, sorry. Thank you, Jamie. I didn't see it. Yeah, HB. No, I didn't post that on social media. So, no, sequin dress is not an influence. Jamie, thank you for telling me. I totally missed that text or that message. How cool. So, I have to ask, have you ever done any film work, like film and photography work? Because I am a producer, and that is the type of, man, this nib is done. That is the type of artist, like, sometimes we'll need for special effects stuff. And now that you're saying silicone art, like, yes, we use a lot of silicone too. So I'm just switching out the nib just for fun so you guys can see. Basically, the nib is smushed when I color with it, so I'm just flipping it around. And there's another side. I don't want to touch it. No, these ones are Cali art. I mean, I do have Oahu, but I was just saying earlier in the live, I actually don't like Oahu that much. I prefer Cali art. I think that they are juicier, and I think that they have more payoff. They seem to last a lot longer. I'm just really, and they're cheaper. Parents are the real influencers? I mean, yeah, that's a good way to put it, Al. Wait, Al, did you answer the question about your preferences in art? Hi, Polly. Welcome back. What's giving AI? Me? Oh, Jamie, how cool. No, they're cheaper than yeah, it's called Cali art. They're cheaper than a hoo-hoo. So I had a different set first. Can you see that? Is that reflection on there? I had a different set first, and I hated it. This off-brand. And then I got the Cali Arts, loved them. Then I got the Ohuhu because I heard they were even better, and I don't like them as much. I like the Cali Arts more. All right, so now that I fixed the nib, I'm going to do the windows in here. Happy and healthy New Year to you too, Polly. Thank you for putting it. Of course. Dude, I love creating stuff. Oh my gosh, it's so much better on this end of this marker. I love creating. I love painting. I'm the type of girl, I have a million craft supplies from started crafts that have then been abandoned. I'm not too bad about it. I will usually stick through a craft until I run out of supplies, or I will find another use for them. And then there's certain things like coloring. I've colored my whole life. This one's never died. I've just changed my tools, I guess. I've never used alcohol markers until last year. But yeah. HB, did that make sense? The difference between an influencer and a content creator? Just so you don't go around telling other people I'm an influencer. Not that it's bad to be, but it's not what I am. Diego Rivera's. I will look him up. I will look him up, Al. Thank you. Okay. All right, kids, how are we doing here? I don't know what color to do next. So we go a little into the greens, a little into the blue. I probably need to do that again to bring it all together. Ugh. Decisions. You're just here for the entertainment. You're both. You just influenced someone to choose Cali art. All right, Polly. Technically fine. Okay, actually, you have 2 sculpting gigs coming up, which you're so nervous. Oh, that's right, Jamie. Yes, you said it. You have a studio. How cool. I love that. I mean, I'm not a good sculptor. Hold on, I'm going to get my little figures, my clay guys. Just a second. Okay. Can you see them? They're like, obviously it's not easy to see from this. I would change the camera angle if I started doing these on live. But they're these little, they're cuter than they look right here. Here, maybe I need something to contrast. Here we go. Okay. I think they're cute. This is my little love demon. Only because he had a tail, because it was supposed to help him stand up, but he is standing up right now. So they're cute. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I'm a big fan of making these. So I might start making them on live, because why not? And then you can put them on magnets or keychains or whatever. Hold on, I gotta get the record. I'm gonna show it to you guys real quick. So again, this is Zach. He's linked in the description. I'm so grateful. I think I have shown you guys this one before. It's actually pink and yellow. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's so pretty. Whoops. Okay, back to work. Yeah, they're fun. These little guys are fun to make. It was a really fun little project for the family. Everybody got into it, which was cool. And there's so many. I can't do it. I have not gotten to the point yet where I can do it without an inspiration image, but I've only done it once, twice. Oh, thanks, HB. Yeah, like and sub. Cali art is not available in your country. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if this would be helpful for you, but when I was trying to figure out what kind of markers to buy, because I was being very cost conscious, I used Reddit, and I looked up alcohol markers like in Reddit somewhere, and I got a whole bunch of people chiming in with different brands that they liked, and there were other brands on there that were not Ohuhu that might be available in your country, but I don't know. What country are you in? No, these are not Sculpey. I like Sculpey, but Sculpey's kind of hard to work with. These are, you know that. This is foam air clay. It's some off-brand. I just bought a cheap thing because I'd never used it before, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I think it turned out really cute. This little guy's my favorite, though. His horns need redone. I'm trying to be like, I don't know. Oh, see, I just broke his tail off. Kind of see him. Whatever. We'll see. Maybe next week I will make these little dudes. Yeah, try that, Destroyer. When in doubt, Reddit. No, you don't have to bake them. They air dry. That's actually why, I mean, some people don't like that, right? Because it dries faster, and the Sculpey stuff, when you bake it, you know, it'll stay good until then. But anytime I try to work with Sculpey, I've done clay on and off a little bit, and anytime I use it, I burn it somehow. It's either like not because of the thickness in like different pieces, right? So like if you make a cup, for instance, like the cup is thinner but the handle's thicker, and so then the handle doesn't dry all the way, or the cup burns, or blah blah blah. Or maybe it's just that I have a bad oven, I'm not sure. But I like this stuff a lot more. Prismacolor, yes. Actually, that's a good one. Destroyer. Prismacolor is a good brand. I have not used their... Ooh, I want to use that color. I have not used their alcohol ink markers, but Prismacolor in general I really like. Hello? 335. Where's that marker? So Jamie, are you in New York? I used to live in New York. I love that place. I miss it so much. And Destroyer, what country are you in? Did I ask that already? Oh, Polly's the one that said Prismacolor. I'm glad I moved my computer. I can actually see the chats a little bit better. Oh, really? So do you prefer oven bake? Have you ever used foam air dry clay. I had never used it before. This was my first time ever using this consistency. The other thing I mean, it's much easier on the hands. Like, if anybody else is an artist, creator, maker, or uses their hands a lot, I'm my poor hands. They're hanging, like, I love my hands. And the foam dry clay is a lot easier to manipulate and is not as hard on my hands. Brooklyn. Oh, Texas. Yeah, that's a big difference between Brooklyn. I used to live in Bushwick. Actually, I lived in Bushwick and I lived in Bed-Stuy, but this was 15 years ago, 12 years ago, like 12 to 15 years ago, because I was there for 3 years. But yeah, I lived in Bushwick and Bed-Stuy before they are what they are now. I lived in, where else did I live? I started out in Manhattan when I moved there. I lived in Soho, and then I moved to the LES, and then I went to Brooklyn. And I started in Williamsburg in like 2013, 2012 Williamsburg. So like prime, funny enough, like prime hipster culture, but Gen Z is very nostalgic for millennial culture, which is so interesting, and they idolize that era of Brooklyn, and that is exactly when I was there, and it's so cool to see. It's very neat. But then yeah, I ended up then Bed-Stuy, then Bushwick, and then I stayed in Bushwick until I left New York. Oh, Bedford. Yeah, Bed-Stuy. Yeah. Wait, do they not? Oh, but Crown Heights. Okay, Bensonhurst. All right. I see. That was all I used in middle and high school. Oh, the Prismacolor stuff. Yeah. Oh, I forgot. We talked about graffiti with you before. That's right. Yeah, Bushwick. Bushwick was not what it was, or not. Okay. Bushwick now is not what it was. Not that that's a good or a bad thing. It's just different. When I lived there, it was like the Wild West. As a woman and being in like my early 20s at the time, we had like a joke that wasn't a joke, but it was like, just be crazier than the crazy. So like if we were walking home from work, like from the train station in Bushwick, and it was, it was nighttime or whatever, if we were ever worried for our safety, like the goal was just to be the scary, like be the concern. So instead of being worried about someone else, if they're worried about you, they'll leave you alone. That was how Bed-Stuy used to be. And Bushwick. Hey, Japan. Franklin Avenue. Yes. Oh, by the Brooklyn Museum. Amazing. How cool. Also, where are you in Japan? My sister lives in Japan. I've spent my honeymoon there, and I went back there again. And again? No, I've only been to Japan twice. But I love it so much. Jesse Boykins, Chris Turner, or trombone player Jason Disu. Chris Turner sounds familiar, and Jesse Boykins sounds familiar, but I don't know why. You're right, it's definitely a hipster area, like Flatbush and Williamsburg, yeah. Okay. Let's see, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty on these little colors. How are we doing on time? 49 minutes. Okay, we're doing well. So, Polly, I don't know those singers. Are they in New York or what? Oh, you are near to Franklin and Fulton. Yeah, I love it. So HB and I both drink this Yogi Positive Energy tea. I'm sure other people do too. It's everywhere. But I first found it in this little bodega right off the train station over there. I can't remember what it's called. Mr. Kiwi's. Is it still there? Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it the M? But Mr. Kiwi's right by the train station. I had to walk past it to go to my apartment when I lived there, and that's where I first found that tea, and I'm obsessed with it. I always think of, thank you, Mr. Kiwi, for bringing me that. All right, I need to pick another color. Flirting Hearts of February. I think it was called Mr. Kiwi's. Now I'm dying to know if it's still there. All right, let's find another color. Man, challenge. I didn't expect this to get difficult, but I'm struggling thinking of what colors I want these. Oh, okay. R&B singers in that area. No, funny enough, nice HB. When I lived in Brooklyn is when I worked in the music industry, and R&B was not the industry side that I was in. So, however, I do appreciate R&B. All right, I gotta figure out what color to make these little guys, to make these buildings, to make this bird. I mean, I could do a pop like Pierce said, like doing like an orange or something, and like really, like these kind of orangey tans would probably be very cool. But it's like, do I want to do that, or do we stay tonal? Oh, can you guys even see what I'm talking about? Like bringing in something like this, or are we doing all greens and blues? I don't know. I mean, I don't want them to like blend in, right? But I don't know if I want them to stand out. Like I could do these guys and the birds in like a pink and orange combo, right? And then keep the buildings in blues and greens. Right? You know what? While we think about that, and by that I mean while you think about that, I'm going to do another layer on some of this grass and bushes to give us some dimension here, because it's killing me that this is all one color. Actually, Polly, you very well might be right. Okay, so Andy's voting contrast. Do I stay away from any assortment of colors? No, not really. I just like to stretch myself sometimes. So like sometimes it's much more, I would show you this book, but it's not mine. So they're not my pages. But like sometimes I'll do more, I don't know, something that will make sense with the colors. And then other times I go very tonal. So let's see. Okay, so here's another tonal one that I did that I think turned out pretty good. Can you see that? Yeah, so it's like all greens and blues on that one. Hey, Trey, welcome back. Well, Destroyer, the only ones I know are the ones I've used, which are Cali Art, Oahu, and this other off-brand that was not good. So I don't know any others, but if anyone else in the chat does, by all means, jump in. Oh, this was a fun one, too, where I did crazy colors. The old DJ house guys. Those are the guys I know. Now, I wasn't in that side of the industry either, but I like house. Oh, really? Oh, thanks, Polly. What's your good news, Trey? Do you want to share with the class? You don't have to. I'm trying to find, let me find one that I did that's not tonal, though, that I like. Are any of these good? I mean, this one's not bad, and it's like normal colors, right? So there's no tonal whatever happening. Why? Okay, I'm just not looking at my whole screen to see what you can see. The colors are like, the reds really punch out in this camera for some reason, and I tried to fix that last night, and I couldn't get it, but whatever. Okay. Oh, you're going to be an uncle. Congratulations. These are alcohol. These are alcohol ink markers. I use acrylic marker. I have acrylic paint markers, but I don't use them in coloring books. Hey, Gabriel, it's good to see you. Welcome back. Clothing and blank, or my coloring and blank animations. No, I didn't. So this is, oh, thanks, Polly. Um, so this is just a coloring book. This is a Coco Wyo coloring book. This isn't even mine. It's my girlfriend's. She came over on Christmas and forgot it here, and she told me to go ahead and use it while she was gone. So I thought I would do another page out of here. But this is just a coloring book. My personal art, when it comes to something that I'm doing on a blank page, is abstract always. I'm not skilled at anything realistic, or like even like I couldn't draw this page if you paid me. I can color it, but I couldn't draw it. At least not yet. That would take a lot of practice and training on my end before I could get there. And I know that this comic book artist, I know that this coloring book artist actually has tutorials out there, including books on how to like draw in this style. But I have not ever used any of those. Oh my gosh, is this side already done? This is the shortest record. Stay away from your nephew, weirdo. Why are you being a dick? Thanks, Trey. Oh, I like it. Okay, hold on. This album is ready to get switched. Oops. All right. Next is this one, which I was actually at the recording of this, which is cool. Oh, look at that. Isn't that neat? I think it's so cool. I kid you not, this album was recorded live on Friday the 13th in an old church in a graveyard. And it was so fun. Oh, thanks, Delgado. If I was more talented, I think it would be so cool to teach those kinds of skills. But I don't think I could teach anyone how to draw when I can't draw. Um, Color maybe, but I don't know that that requires any sort of teaching, right? I am very grateful that I figured out a way to combine a few of my passions, like being able to be creative and follow whatever I'm drawn to that morning, whether it's coloring or painting or clay, and combining that with usually chatting about all the weird topics that we're talking about, right? UFOs, telepathy, whatever. I love that that's being developed. It just makes me very excited. Okay, I'm going to do another layer on this. I'm so grateful you guys are all here. Thank you so much. Hey, Turtle, welcome back. The coloring book is Coco Wyo. They, I'm not sure who they are, have a bunch if you look online. Just type in Coco Wyo, it will come up. The markers are mostly Cali art, but I'm also using Ohuhu, but I prefer Cali art, and they are more affordable than Ohuhu. Thanks, Jamie. I appreciate it. That's right, Trey. You did make your hook suit, and yes, Turtle, I am an early bird. I am not a night owl. Early bird, city rat. That's me. Thanks, Jamie. Oh, Corey, yes. Thank you again about that HB. I'm gonna go. I'll find them. I think the email was mistyped. I swear you said Kyle Moo, and I looked that name up and couldn't find anybody. Oh, how cool, Trey. I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. I hope the weather was nice and it wasn't too cold or anything. You're in Philly, right? Or Pittsburgh or Pennsylvania somewhere? All right, we gotta keep moving. What's next? We were deciding on little dudes. I think the buildings are gonna be in the blues and greens still. And then maybe our animals all pop. So, on that note, I'm gonna do the roofs, the color of the box and the trees, and again, we're just gonna do layers to differentiate. Yeah, it's too cold right now, Delgado. When I first started doing these live streams, I started in March, I think, of last year. I think it was March. And I started doing them outdoors on my deck. And I actually really love that because my whole thought was that people are in different environments and it would give people a chance to listen to the birds and just have a different experience maybe than from wherever they are. And I love to be outside. So that was what they originally were. And then when it got too cold, we moved inside, and I was grateful to have a friend, the friend that's performing the music, who is a fantastic ambient musician and has given me reign of his catalog to play without getting copywritten, which is so kind. So we're inside until the weather turns back. Something was happening. Pierce, do you want an HB to elaborate on what? The side games? You're an indoor cat, Polly? I love that you put content creators in quotes. I didn't mean to scold you, HB. The lighting is more controlled. Yeah, inside it is. You are right. Yeah, so Trey, how fun. Pierce, that I'm not super versed in the Psy games, but essentially it's what it sounds like. It's like the Olympics for psychics, right? Isn't it just like they do contests with Psy abilities? I think that's what it is. Have you ever shared the same piece of gum with someone? Definitely. Have you? Okay. All right. We're getting somewhere. I feel like I can't bring in more cool tones for these buildings. Like I shouldn't change it, right? I feel like I should use what's already in the palette. Can't do the grass color because that's overtaking. Maybe the green and blue. Hold on. How much time are we at? What are we at? 64 minutes. Perfect. Okay. I mean, bro, move on. It's cool. Remember how I said that these coloring books are therapeutic? Talking to the people in the chat is also therapeutic. Combining the two is even better. You're right. You are so right. Thank you. Oh, you haven't shared the gum. That's what you mean. Girl, Google. Check out Side Games. I need to look them up too. Hold on. Pause. Brief coffee break. 2 minutes. Okay. See, just a minute, just a minute. We're back, we're back, we're back. What are you talking about? Wow, okay, HB. I gotta look this stuff up. I haven't watched any of the Side Games. Also, Trey, I love that you are so into animals and you come and let us know about them. That is so cool. And I love that you know the names of, like, all of this. I never do. So I'm in the film industry, yes. Am I afraid of facial recognition? No, only because being afraid isn't going to help. I just, that sounds like a psychopath in me, but I just can turn that off. I see no point in being afraid because I can't do anything about it. She's back, be cool. Actually, I lied. You have chewed the gum under the desk of an elementary school. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what do we think of Skywatcher? Andy, I'm not sure if you're lurking or if anybody else in the chat knows about Skywatcher, but they're the group that I think is trying to summon UFOs using, oh my gosh, what is that sound tech that I can't remember, Andy? Or anybody. I don't know how I feel about that. I kind of wish they would stop trying to contact them. Only because I feel like it's under false pretense, and that's not smart. Oh yeah, there's a ton of studies around that stuff. It's insane. I don't know. Oh, wait, okay, hold on, real quick. Back to artist, I just forgot. I talk about this in the next deep dive that I'm still writing, but I love that in the third episode of season 2 of the telepathy tapes, one thing that is just kind of glossed over for a split second is Kai talking about the history of music, and museums. And I always knew what a muse was, but I don't think I understood, and I think I knew it was correlated to music, but I never correlated it to museums, and I never understood kind of the full history. It's been very cool to learn about. Watch and not judge, of course. I haven't heard much recently. I just can't remember what that the tech is that they're using, that sonic or whatever. I can't remember what it's called. Where? Coastal area? I asked because New Mexico is the new hot film thing right now, but I don't know these days. Any takes on it? Yeah. Enjoy your coffee and the rest of your day. Take care, Gabriel. So I can't talk about my location for obvious reasons, but I'm in the industry. I do not do film, like feature films, I won't touch those usually. I don't have the bandwidth for the amount of time that's necessary for that. I don't even like doing TV shows. I will do specials and I'll do commercials and then I will do photography. Um, as far as the industry being in New Mexico, yes, there is definitely a lot. I was actually in New Mexico during the film festival in October. Uh, they I'm great with it. I'm fine with it being over there. For a long time, the industry was in Canada, right? And that was kind of wondering where that was going to go. There's a lot in Atlanta. Did you say you're in Atlanta? I feel like Atlanta, or no, Jamie, you're in NYC, but you have a studio in Atlanta. Is that right? I need to focus. And Delgado, yes, I think they're among us too. Uh, 100%. I just think I don't like the idea of us calling them into our purview, the UAP. Sorry, I know I'm jumping around a lot. And if you're not reading the chat, you're probably like, what is she talking about? But there's something with the Skywatchers calling in the UAP that is a little alarming to me because it's like it feels like a false pretense. It reminds me of Star Trek whenever they'd get like the SOS and then you'd get there and it was a trap. That's what it reminds me of. Okay. Let's do. I'm gonna think through these buildings. I already hate this, but you know what, kids, we're gonna do it anyway. Oh, okay. Actually, you know what, Andy? I think you're right. The guy with the tech may have left. I feel like I did hear that. Oh, okay. So I must have been making Atlanta up. Gabriel? As opposed to what, Gabrielle? Wait, am I saying it weird? Are you being serious? Gabriel? What did I say? I've said this before, but I'm always a little sensitive about names and making sure. I always want to pronounce them right if I can. And just because, I think it's just because my name is so weird. I know it's because my name is so weird. What am I talking about? But wait, is it? Oh, it is Corey Moo. Okay. I know. I'm excited. Gabriel? Gabriel? Gabriel. I don't know. I apologize. My partner's on the phone in the other room. I hope you can't hear him. You probably will be able to a little bit. Get the music going. He's having a work talk, so it would just be boring. You think I'm hurrying my drawing? I probably am, but I kind of have to. I can't really be on here for longer than an hour and a half at a time. I didn't mean to do this color, but that's okay. I have to get to work. That's why. It's not really because I want to. I have to. This is the marker I meant to grab just now, but it's okay. We'll adjust. It's just coloring. For anybody that's new, that's sitting here, I oftentimes will do shading and stuff off camera if I run out of time. And I'll show you guys the page another day. Oh yeah, we gotta decide Monday or Wednesday next week. Hold on. Let me make sure. Monty's got a grooming appointment one day and I don't know which day. So again, these are gonna get adjusted, these buildings. I've never been to Italy. I've never been to Europe. Um, no, my script is not done. It is in the process, but it's not done. What was I just about to look up? What was I just about to look up? I don't know. Okay. Switching. Oh, that's what I was looking up. Next week. All right, hold on. I just realized my computer's about to die. There's a whole lot happening. Okay. You guys, I don't know what to do. My computer's about to die. And I don't have a proper extension cord. Okay, hold on 1 second. Free entertainment HB's talking about. I don't know how my computer's about to die, but I'm so glad I noticed it and it didn't just shut down. Which used to happen sometimes when we were outside and my phone would overheat. Okay. Alright, kids. Yay! I had 9%. That was dangerous. Okay. Oh, that's what I was checking, my schedule for next week. Okay. Let's see. Wednesdays do tend to be busier for me for work. You're right. I don't even know who said that, but that is true. Okay. Next week. Thursday is when I have stuff. Okay. So, Wednesdays are usually busier for me. My puppy, Montgomery. Monty, yeah, Montgomery. He's good. He's passed out in the living room. I just saw him. Pepsi games? That's funny. No, side games. Say it's going to be tourist cities in Europe is a drag. So many people. Monty, yeah, Montgomery. Okay. All right, guys. We gotta focus. I'm gonna keep coloring these little dudes and we're gonna think as we go. I feel like I'm gonna do some pops. I really like this color. And my favorite color in this marker set is this orange. Where is it? Make sure it's not out. No, we're good. Okay. Who gets to be this cute color? Start with the bird. Yeah, Monty is passed out. When I just walked in there to get my phone charger, he's in the couch, belly up. I tried to make him on camera. I've told him you guys love him. I can't get him to stay put. You guys see him a little bit more when we're outside because I have a wider view. That's the other part of this too, is that this setup and how that might adjust when we go outside. I gotta flip the record. Okay, so I'm thinking about it. You guys are right. Typically, I don't even know who said that, but Wednesdays are usually too busy. Plant telepathy is going to come as soon as I get to that episode. I'm real excited for the animal telepathy too, but I The next one after the creativity one is savants. So, I'm still not there yet. I think plants might be after that. Hold on, what other color am I going to do? All right, bear with me. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but it's what is happening, okay? I think that I would. Yeah, Monty does not care. You're right. Um, your wife's boyfriend is an artist. I like it, Steven. I see what you did there. Um, do I like doing vlogs? Yeah, honestly, I think I would love vlogging, but I I can't take you guys around anywhere with me for safety reasons. Uh, so it kind of nixes that. When I was in Vegas, I wanted to vlog, but I just did not have the time. It was not an option. Okay, the bear is going to be this color. So this marker is Oahu, or oh, not Oahu, that's an island. Oahu. And it's fine. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I just prefer Cali art, and they're more affordable. I know, I would like to hear more about Pierce and Lucy's communication too. How far do I go with Monty on walks? So, Monty, his favorite thing in life is ball. Ball. Nothing matters but ball. That boy wants to play fetch. So we usually do that 3 times a day. Uh, if we're just going on a walk, which I don't even want to say these words too loud because he'll get up. If we're going on a W, as I say, uh, he can go probably about 3 miles before he's like, okay, I'm done. But usually we don't go more than like a mile and a half to 2. Need a friend to vlog me. I wish I could. I really do. I think it would be so much fun. Especially like when I'm doing cool stuff because I'm very lucky. I have a beautiful life. I have lovely friends who make things so much fun. And there's so many things that would be so cool to share. But vlogging, I think personally, is when you do start to veer into like influencer territory because then I'm the subject and I do not want that, as we have discussed at length. um, Getting on live is already pretty personal because we chat. And so I tell you guys, my personal opinions, thoughts, likes, dislikes, whatever. But at the same time, I still really try to make sure the content isn't focused on me. Oh, shoot. What color did I just use? That's this one, right? He'll do it for free. What does Monty eat? Dog food? All right, these peaches look the same, but they're not. I don't know if I want to use this one or not. He eats dog food, all the time. From is his brand. We're pretty stringent. I don't give him people food at all. I like this BOC color. It's not even a number, which is so funny, but it's so close to this one. I can't do all the same colors. Rahim. All right, simplified your language for her. Recognize words I use. She is a simple cat. We are comfortable with each other. It's a lot of body language and mirror. She also takes time with her decisions, and I have to learn to be patient. Oh, wow. It's a lot of intuition, offering myself to her. I want her to communicate, and she's opening up to it. I love that. Monty wants to communicate. He will have something he wants to tell you, like a need or whatever, and he will get right in your face, and he just looks at you, and he's just like, come on. figured out. Like, he doesn't bark, he doesn't make a noise, he just stares at you. And I'm like, this dog is trying to be telepathic so bad. And by that, I mean he probably is. He's probably just being like, woman, listen. I need you to listen. Oh, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in a lighter color, I think. Okay. It looks like the album's over, but it's not. Okay, kids. Man, this marker's on our way out too. Maybe that's a sign to switch crafts because the markers are just giving out. So based on the conversation so far, I'm thinking Monday and Friday next week. And TBD if I'll be coloring or if we'll be making little clay dudes. HB, I have been wanting to look more into Carl Jung because you mentioned that so much. The intuitive empath. Isn't that who that's from? I mean, I'm very familiar with him, but I'm not well versed. I know who he is. I know his contributions, but I don't know his archetypes or, any of that stuff. All right, we're getting somewhere. Yep, exactly. I love that pierced. Oh, I love that so much. I really do. All right, we're going to bring in a yellow. And I think we're almost done. Remember, these will dry down to be more distinctual. Distinctive? Distinctive. What color are their accessories? Are they cool toned or are they warm toned? Carl Jung, yes. Thanks, Delgado. I do love that science is looking into love as like a force instead of just, it kind of looks flat. Adding shadows will make a huge difference, I promise. I think I have to go cool. Well, hey AJ, good morning. How are you? We're finishing up here today. Also, it's kind of cool, being the first time I've done it on a Friday in a long time, it feels like a Wednesday now, and it's very cool to be like, wait, when I get off live, it's Friday. That's exciting. All right, what color is this dang helmet? Yellow. It's yellow. Okay. All right, our main colors are down. Very good morning. I couldn't believe the butterflies made a connection with me. HB, I was actually thinking of you and your butterflies. Oh my gosh, look. I finished it exactly an hour and a half. I know the dimension's not there. I know. Here, can I do it quickly? What can I do quickly? give it just a little more oomph. We're going to add another layer to this wing. I'm going to add another layer to this orange. And after the layers dry, I'll be able to add the shadows, but not until then. Let's see. I feel like the shadows always look crazy at first until they dry down too, but whatever. Thanks, Delgado. Gabriel said that the other day too. I was surprised, but appreciative. I don't think I have the most steady hand, but it's not too bad. Right. Cute. Okay. Oh, I got distracted. That's what I was saying. HB, I was thinking about you and your butterflies. Did I finish that statement out loud? Or was that just in my head? I was thinking about you and your butterflies when I was thinking about making these on live. And I was like, I wonder if I can make a butterfly for HB. This is so peaceful right now. Can you imagine how peaceful it would be if we were outside? I can't wait. No idea, AJ. No idea. HB actually performed butterfly surgery last year. He had a butterfly with a broken wing. These shadows look a little, oh, you can't see them. I was going to say they look a little crazy right now, but they will get better. But it didn't look that crazy. I didn't realize that was the only place I used that color. Whoops. All right. Again, this is just like really quick layering. This is not how I would typically like to go, but we're running out of time. I gotta get to work. Also, my shadows don't really make sense. Don't judge me on that. Anyone who's actually an artist, this is for fun. I can't wait until the photography light gets here to see what a difference it makes, but it's not going to be for a few weeks still. still on screen. Oh my gosh, it looks so dark in that corner. It's not that dark. Oh, do you, AJ? It's my friend, Zach. Check him out, please. I cannot recommend him enough. I said this earlier, but this album was recorded live on a Friday the 13th in an old church in a graveyard. It was very fun. Spooky but fun. Now am I done? It looks like there's one more little like short song, maybe an interlude. Yeah, there it is. I know, HB. I'm excited about the documentary. I'm interested to see if it ends up doing an influx to the channel of people like checking out the podcast after the fact or not. I'm also a little antsy about the fact that I'll still be making these when that comes out, but the documentary I think is going to be specifically about the non-speaking community, whereas season 2 is about consciousness in all realms. So I think it'll be all right. But I'm very excited. I cannot wait to see the documentary. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. I wonder how they're going to do, like, what release is going to look like. If they're going to... yeah, I wonder how the release is going to be managed. All right, last color to do just a part of the shading. I really gotta go. Oh, that was the last song. Okay. Totally forgot. Duh. Sorry for the silence, kids. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Let's plan on Monday. Do Monday and Friday again next week. We'll go from there. But this was fun. And I ran over by 10 minutes. Oh no, I'm just coloring it change, but thank you. I know, and the touch-ups are what always takes me longer, which is what I end up doing offline. But, all right, guys, I gotta go. My record's done. I'm over time. Have a lovely weekend, everybody. Pierce, good luck getting ready to move. I know it's your last weekend in your old place that you love so much. So I will see you guys on Monday. Have a good weekend, okay? Bye, y'all.